In the run-up to NDTV's big telethon on Sunday to raise funds for Kerala, we've been looking at all sorts of heroes in the state, men and women in the forces, also civilians, who went out of their way to make an impact to save the lives of others. In all this, there have been some inspirational leaders, including young bureaucrats. Tonight, we are joined by K Vasuki, the Collector of Thiruvananthapuram, a video of whom urging people on at a relief camp went viral. Vasuki, thanks very much for joining us. Now, that video of yours went viral. Given the gravity of the situation that you were dealing with in Thiruvananthapuram, where there were also floods taking place in some areas, how important was it for you to motivate people here? That video, as I mentioned, has gone viral. What exactly was the message that you were trying to send?
I would say that, it is just a small bit that I did. I feel when the entire state was finding this kind of a disaster, the kind of magnitude which the disaster was hit, it was more like the people who came upon themselves. All I did was give a call, and considering the magnitude of the disaster, it was the people who came and supported me rather than the other way around. That's how I would like to say it.
You know, Vasuki, it's quite often that we criticize bureaucrats and the bureaucracy and babus in this country for not doing enough work. But in Kerala, in the areas where you were working, your husband is also an IAS officer. How did the bureaucracy work so well in bringing all these people to these relief camps? How were you functioning virtually day in and day out for several days?
We had young interns coming from various walks of life who are being trained under the District Collector's internship program. So my first point of contact was these interns. I said that our district might be worstly affected, so we need a lot of civilian participation, and it is your job to bring me some volunteers. So that's what they did on the first few days, and we started a collection drive for our own camps because we wanted to prepare for the worst. So we started a collection drive for our own district. Simultaneously, what had happened was Pathanamthitta and Alappuzha collectors as well as Kottayam collectors, because we are all batchmates and friends, they made a call to the Kollam district collector, Mr. Karthikeyan, for boats, fishermen boats who could go and rescue people from the flood affected areas. So it was Kollam fishermen, I think first they went to Pathanamthitta, and seeing that the fishermen boats were very effective in rescuing people, a call came to me from my colleague Harikishore from Pathanamthitta saying that even we should send it. So it was like this, one side was the rescue operations, one side was the relief, and we were sending it that time.
But how much panic was there in these camps? How bad was the situation as the floodwaters kept rising and people had lost so much?
As I said, my district, though it was affected, it was not a panicky situation in my district. But yes, there was a lot of panic in the districts which were worst affected, and we were getting a lot of distress calls in our district too. Therefore, I think the respective district collectors in those districts were trying their level best to control the panic situation too.
How about rehabilitation from here on? The rescues are essentially over at this stage. How difficult is it going to be from here on? How is your own job, for example, going to be perhaps even tougher than what it's been in the last few days?
What we need from now on is the reconstruction plan, which the state government is considering right now. So we have enough food material. We no longer need food material. So that kind of a help, that phase is over in Kerala. Now it is a rebuilding time. So until we come up with a plan, until the state government comes up with a plan, I feel people could wait till a clear direction comes from the state government. But once that direction comes, we still need a lot of support from the national as well as the international community to rebuild our state, to rebuild the districts of Kerala.
But in terms of that rebuilding process, there's been this entire controversy about funds from outside. Will funds from outside be allowed? Foreign aid, will that also be allowed to come in, or are there instructions from the center suggesting that this will not be allowed?
I think we received a clear notification yesterday from the ministry that the relief from international sector can be received. So as a matter of fact, that is exactly what we are trying to streamline today on how to accept the international relief that is pouring in from various countries. So that decision has been taken by the central government is what I understand, and it has been communicated to me as a district collector, and being the international airport being operational in Trivandrum. So that's exactly what we are planning to coordinate right now.
Well, thank you so much, Vasuki, for speaking to us. A young collector over there in Thiruvananthapuram. As we count down to that big telethon of ours, do watch and contribute to Kerala. It starts on Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m. and we take it right up till 9 p.m. India for Kerala. Watch, donate and help rebuild.